From Banquet Masters in Endicott, New York, this is the Bob Huckabone Television Show, starring antique and collectible expert Bob Connelly, swamp root salesman John Darrow, lap therapist and magician the great Delaney, the super sounds of the Music Box Trio and friends, and your announcers. I'm John Carter.
I'm Chris O'Connor of WMRV Radio. Light Rock, let's talk. The Bob Huckabone Television Show is brought to you for your enjoyment by SAWTELLE Travel, Exchange Street in Binghamton,
The DANDI-LION in the Union District of Endicott,
CAJODA Flower and Gifts, Route 17C across from IBM Glendale,
the MART at Castle Gardens,
Office Products Liquidators, 40 Jarvis Street in Binghamton,
WAGNER'S Cakes and Cookies, Seminary Avenue, Binghamton,
ACME Cash Register, Main Street in Johnson City,
Banquet Masters in Endicott,
and by Liberty Carpets in Hallstead, Pennsylvania.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to introduce the Triple City's favorite all-around great announcer and television host, Bob Huckabone.
Wow, what an opening. Another show. We've got a great show lined up for you tonight. Great music, great entertainment. But before we get to the show, I have a brief announcement. The annual auction by the Friends of the Waldorf will be held at the Waldorf Bar and Grill in Johnson City, October the 8th. Proceeds from the auction are used to support local programs for children with handicapping conditions. Items donated for the sale are now being accepted at the Waldorf. That auction date, again, is October the 8th. And if you can donate items, please do. And be there on October the 8th for that super auction. So, tonight's show, we've got just a super show. We haven't had a magician on this show. We have tonight. We've got the great Delaney. We've got Bob Connelly with us, and John Darrow, and John Carter, and Chris O'Connor from WMRV, and great music from the Music Box Trio. Stay with us. The show gets underway in just a moment.
Isn't this a beautiful home? Hi, I'm Gail George, sole owner of Liberty Carpet in Hallstead, Pennsylvania. I'm so pleased to show you this newly installed Stainmaster carpet on sale now for just $10.99 a square yard, complemented by this beautiful designer area rug. This kitchen is beautifully decorated with Mannington Never Wax vinyl at an affordable price. Mannington means quality, and I am the largest Mannington dealer in Northeast Pennsylvania. Let me help you decorate your home at these great savings.
Can't decide what to give for a shower or wedding? DANDI-LION in Endicott has a great kitchen idea. Or two. How about dishes or pots and pans, cutlery, utensils, or bakeware, canister sets, dish towels, or coffee makers, platters or cheese boards, picnic baskets, wine glasses, spice racks or trivets, napkins or toasters, molds or mixing bowls, anything for the kitchen, everything for the kitchen in any style. DANDI-LION has a bridal gift registry to help you decide or can help you create a specialized gift in your price range. Come into DANDI-LION in Endicott for a suggestion. Or two.
At CAJODA Flower and Gift Shop, it's the little things that make life more cheerful. CAJODA is a certified FTD flower shop with complete wrap, package, insure, and shipping service. CAJODA specializes in beautiful fresh and silk floral arrangements. An ample supply of roses are always on hand from CAJODA's Garden Center. For balloons, plants, gift items, and more, remember CAJODA, Endicott's complete flower and gift shop, located on 17C across from IBM Glendale. MasterCard and Visa accepted.
The MART at Castle Gardens, inviting you to come see the difference between the ordinary and the extraordinary. Beginning with remarkably comfortable futons, the MART offers you the ideal bedding solution. Or shop around the wicker loft to find the perfect furniture set or that unusual gift idea. And come see rows and rows of bedding plants, flowers, and vegetables, from petunias to tomatoes and more. Come see the difference at the MART at Castle Gardens, 1715 Castle Gardens Road in Vestal.
Great band. That's Glenn Gardner with the Music Box Trio and friend. this evening. And speaking of friends,
You guys hate him, that's why. No, just kidding.
we're happy to have with us John Carter and Chris O'Connor from WMRV. Thanks for being with us. How long
Thanks, Mom.
How long have you been on WMRV?
About 2 hours. No, we've been there. I've been there, what, 3 years? 3 years.
3 years? Okay. Prior to that, you were at another radio station.
Yeah, I was at WAAL. I was at many radio stations.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
20
how long have you been a
20 years.
team on the radio?
Oh, on the radio?
Yeah.
No, we've been a team about 2 years, a little under, right?
No, longer.
Longer?
Because
Seems like longer.
we were at AAL together first.
Oh, that's right, if you add it all up.
And then he came over to MRV.
Do you argue a lot
Yes.
off the air as well as
Actually,
on
not
the
as
air?
much as we used to.
No.
No, we used to have some real good ones.
Yeah.
No, they were really fantastic ones.
Do you-
Want to play them out?
Now, the way it sounds on the air, it sounds as though the two of you do a lot of rehearsing, do you?
No,
Not at all.
No?
no,
Well, do you talk about what you're going to talk about before you talk?
No.
no.
No?
No, actually, we have a skeleton plan.
About 3 minutes before we're supposed to do something, John will holler to me.
When the record's fading, we go,
What do we do now?
no, but we have a skeleton plan. Every hour we know roughly when things are going to take place in certain places. But everything is just, we wing it pretty much.
As a morning man at WMRV, what time, and morning person, what time do you have to get up?
Me?
Yep.
Oh, what time do I have to get up? Quarter after 4. The alarm goes off, and I usually keep pushing that old stream bar till 4:30.
So, and
Leave
what
the
time do you
house-
have to get into?
We're supposed to be to work. I'm supposed to be to work at 5. I leave the house at 5, however.
What time do you get in, John?
4:30.
And so,
He has to get my coffee.
No, I get there by 5 usually. Get up at 4:15 the first time.
what's the craziest promotion you've been associated with?
Well,
Billboards here, probably.
Billboards.
Huh?
We did shows from the roof, which were a lot of fun here. They were crazy here. But the craziest I've ever done personally.
Oh,
Chris loves it when I
yeah.
tell
This
stories.
is a great one.
Which one, the airplane?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm his best audience.
Yeah. So I tell these stories, and she's amazed that I go on and on. But we did a promotion when I was at a station I think you may have worked at one point. Of course, you and I have worked at most of them here,
Yeah,
Bob.
yeah.
But there was an air show they used to do at the Tri-Cities Airport all the time, and they had a guy with a biplane come in town.
Yeah.
And he had a wing walker, and they had this thing on the top wing, and they strap you to it. They strapped me to the top wing with the leather jacket on, and took off and flew
With
around.
him standing on the
I was
wing.
You were
standing-
you were
yeah.
on it?
Yeah, I was.
Whoa.
It was really actually a lot less scary than the other promotion they did, where I was the. I mean, the guy buzzed the runway 200
You didn't go
miles an hour.
upside down or anything like that?
No, but what he did was he had one of those mirrors like the skiers have, the concave
Yeah.
jobs, and the second time around, we were just like going lazy circles around the airport, and I was watching him. The third time around, he starts to turn, and he looks at me in the mirror, and I see him looking at me, and I kind of looking at him, getting real cocky, sitting there, and he goes, pulled off the other way, and I went, oh, my heart, And but that wasn't as scary as the when I was the Easter Bunny. I had this stupid costume on, and
See, I told you get him started,
Yeah.
and he won't stop. Don't mention Waverly. He'll start talking about high school.
but we did
What is the Easter Bunny story?
Easter Bunny, Washington Avenue. It was Easter, and we wanted the Easter Bunny to come to the Washington Avenue merchants. I'm sure they sold a package and made a ton, so they had to come up with an Easter Bunny. That was it. We got a guy from Tri-Cities Airport to fly the helicopter, and he was going to land on Washington Avenue in this little helicopter, right? And I thought, hey, this is great, no big deal, And we kept going back and forth over Washington Avenue, and I'm thinking, when are we going to land? And I look over at him, and he's like beads of sweat, So I haven't done anything this stupid since Nam. So we're down there. He says, "Get out quick! If a wind hits me, I'm a goner." So I'm like, all I visualized is all these poor people just getting,
Okay.
murdered.
Waverly. Waverly.
No.
No?
That's Chris's turn. Chris's
Okay,
turn.
Chris.
No.
What's the
You probably have Waverly stories too. don't you?
what's the craziest thing you've done?
The craziest
Whoa.
thing on the air?
You better qualify,
Yeah, of course. on the
qualify
air.
that, Bob.
This is the confession show.
Yeah, it has
unless you
something to
wish.
do with a jetliner, I think.
I don't know. Really, the balloon ride, I guess, was pretty
that was-
exciting. doing the broadcast from the balloon up above the Triple Cities area.
Especially the first time.
Yes.
We had a little mishap,
Yeah.
but Ron wouldn't want to hear the fact
No, we don't want to tell you
Have
about
you
that.
done...
Set a balloon on fire.
Have you ridden... Oh, you set a balloon on fire?
Ron Rochester's balloon down there.
Oh,
It was just a mishap.
it was a mishap.
Actually, it
And we're
burned the
not going
hair
to
off
mention
our
anything.
arms.
Yeah, it burned the hair off
It
our
was
arms.
a terrifying experience.
You should have seen Chris running into the distance.
Have you ever done the, ridden the elephants?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
How
look,
was that
I
experience?
looked great on that thing.
I carried the shovel.
Yeah.
I didn't have to pick up
I
anything,
kept-
though, and I wouldn't touch anything unless it was gold, and the shovel was.
I kept telling him I can ride an elephant. I rode horses in shows for years, you know. I got on the elephant and it was totally foreign. I felt like a jerk.
You couldn't get the...
I couldn't get the... There's all these women in front of me going, "Don't know." And
You were just fine.
Yeah, they were just...
You've ridden horses, John?
Yeah, quite a bit. I used to live in South Dakota. I worked on a... Just got another story for you. I worked
Used
on
to
a
live in
rent
South
stable. I
Dakota,
used
lived in a farm.
to...
Where are you from originally?
We don't know for sure. Pluto, we think. No, I was born in Michigan, raised, and we moved to South Dakota after that, and then to Waverly junior year high school.
What about
That's
you?
a real cut down there.
I'm an Endwell girl.
Originally?
Born and bred. Born
okay.
in Wilson and went to Maine
What
Endwell.
about, you ridden horses?
Oh, yes.
Oh, do you have a horse story to tell?
Oh, yes. I have this strange thing with the saddle. I have no problem with the animal, per se. It's the saddle. I have a real tough
She
time
carries one in her car with her. I watch it
to
now.
practice.
Yeah.
I have a tendency to slide. It just, every time I get on a horse, I'll take off and the saddle will slide.
It's because people naturally like to loosen the silks for her. She makes a great impression.
So, yeah,
Great
so
first
I
impression.
won't be getting on any horses again. I gave it a fair trial, and I'll do it.
Do you plan to be in broadcasting the rest of your lives?
No.
What do you
not?
plan to do when you grow up then?
I'm going to be a
That's an old-
movie star, and John's going to be a doctor.
You're going to be a movie star, Chris? Have you done it? Have you done some acting?
Yes,
does
as a
every-
matter of
every
fact.
morning.
Yes. I sound happy, don't I? I'm good.
You have done some acting then, Chris?
I was just in, I was in the Follies. That's not really acting. That was fun. That was singing
We
and
did that
dancing.
together, yeah. That
was
went
fun.
over big, especially the part where you sat on me and I kicked.
The Junior League Follies, we did that just
Uh-huh.
for kicks.
Yeah.
And I was also a theater major in college. So I did some plays there.
John, you plan to stay here for the rest
I
of your
don't,
life? or
here? I don't know here, but I don't know what else I do. This is all I've ever done.
How long you been in radio?
20 years.
How'd you get into it?
I think it was a sentence. It was either that or go to jail. So they said, join the Army, go on radio, or, you know. No, I just, actually, my parents wanted me to go to college, and I didn't know what I wanted to do, and I saw an ad, one of those things. You could make lots of money like me. You know, one of those ads, you know? So I went, yeah, I know. So I went to Career Academy in New York City, and the only education I really got there was I lived in the city for a year, and I worked at Channel 5 TV as a page, and met all sorts of great people.
Oh,
and,
he's got some great stories.
Skitch
about
Henderson's
that.
stories are great, and I worked on his show, and I worked on David Suskind's show, and
Wow.
Well,
that's impressive.
It was the last live TV show at the time. There were no other live TV
Yeah.
shows. I got the Vivian Vance story, which I always tell her. I don't know, we're probably running out of
That's my
time.
favorite.
Yes, we are.
We'll
So
have
next
to,
time...
another show,
Next time.
the Vivian Vance
The
story.
sequel.
Remember, we want to hear the Vivian Vance story, we want to hear the Waverly story.
And the Vivian Vance in Waverly stories, which is...
That's
Ladies and
the
gentlemen,
best.
John Carter and Chris O'Connor from WMRV. And now, it's my pleasure to introduce, once again, you've heard them, and it's my pleasure to introduce at this time the Music Box Trio with Glenn Gardner. Glenn, you're going to sing, right?
Can I say something? Sure. The tune I'm going to do is very popular these days, and I didn't have the lyrics to it, but that pretty lady sitting up there by you got a tape for me with the lyrics on it, and everybody will know that it's from Good Morning Vietnam, and thanks, Chris, and we're going to do it now.
All right.
If I can have that G, Joe. I see trees of green, red roses too. I watch them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Oh yeah, I see skies of blue, clouds of white, bright, blessed day. And
that dark sacred night, and I think to myself, oh, what a wonderful world. All those colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces, people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry, I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, oh, what a wonderful world.
Here's Joe Weldon.
All those colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? But they're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry, I watch them grow. They'll learn so much more than I could ever know. And I think to myself, oh, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Oh, yeah.
Great. Glenn Gardner and the Music Box Trio. Right now I want to show you a picture. There, John, can you hold that? Okay, this is a picture, a cutaway picture of the Queen Elizabeth II, and this is the this is the ship that we're going on. Starting January 3rd. We'll be leaving January 3rd. We'll come back 10 days later, and I'm sure there will be nice warm weather, calm winds when we go on the Queen Elizabeth II. Tomorrow's Superliner today. We'll leave New York January 3rd. We'll go to Bermuda, St. Martin, Barbados, Guadeloupe, and St. Thomas, and then we'll sail back into New York 10 sunny days later. There's almost no way to tell you about the great food and the entertainment and the luxury of the QE2, and you can find out for yourself. We suggest you give it as a Christmas gift. Call SAWTELLE Travel Service, 723-7391. SAWTELLE Travel, 723-7391. And join me on this trip on the QE2. And we'll be back with more of our show in just a moment. Stay with us.
Can't decide what to give for a shower or wedding? Dandelion in Endicott has a great kitchen idea. Or two. How about dishes or pots and pans, cutlery, utensils or bakeware, canister sets, dish towels or coffee makers, platters or cheese boards, picnic baskets, wine glasses, spice racks or trivets, napkins or toasters, molds or mixing bowls, anything for the kitchen, everything for the kitchen in any style. Dandelion has a bridal gift registry to help you decide or can help you create a specialized gift in your price range. Come into Dandelion in Endicott for a suggestion or two.
So, Joe, why would people buy computers from the ACME Cash Register Company?
For one, ACME's been selling computerized products in this area longer than most computer stores. And with names like NCR, WISE, AZICOM, customers get the right product at the right price for business or home use. And we give large trade-in allowances on old computers. Right, Joey?
Right.
At CAJODA Flower and Gift Shop, it's the little things that make life more cheerful. CAJODA is a certified FTD flower shop with complete wrap, package, insure, and shipping service. CAJODA specializes in beautiful fresh and silk floral arrangements. An ample supply of roses are always on hand from CAJODA's Garden Center. For balloons, plants, gift items, and more, remember CAJODA, Endicott's complete flower and gift shop, located on 17C across from IBM Glendale. MasterCard and Visa accepted.
Okay, Glenn Gardner, Music Box Trio and friends. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to introduce a gentleman who has performed many, many places, including the Poconos, the Catskills, and Johnson City, New York. Ladies and gentlemen, the great Delaney.
Ladies and gentlemen, and Bob, as you know, I'm getting tired of being typecast as a magician. I'm going to laugh therapy and many other things, and well, I thought to kind of broaden my horizons, I would give a little cooking lesson for the folks with the colder weather coming here. Matter of fact, I'm going to give you my recipe for chicken soup a la Delaney, and I could use a little assistance, if that's all right, Bob, from you.
What's that?
I can use a little help with this.
Oh, sure. Okay.
An assistant chef, you could say. I hope you've done this before. By the way,
I've never done this before. This is chicken soup
a la Delaney.
A la Delaney.
Very good.
Okay.
Now, you didn't know I had this talent, did you? By
Okay.
the way, you know something? We haven't met for a while. I've been on your radio show 4 times, and a lot of people have been calling in and say that they didn't see a thing.
They watched the radio show and didn't see any of your magic tricks.
They didn't catch anything. And now, for chicken soup a la Delaney.
Okay.
Start with a chef's hat like this. Start with a pan like this. Used to be a Chinese gong in the previous lifetime. And now the first ingredient is little chicken bouillon cubes, of course. I'm never sure how much to put in, so I just put the whole thing in. That's how I cook. Let's see what we have here. I'll put this over here. I'll just have you reach for it. Yes.
You need my assistance
yes,
on this?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
A little salt. You just
A
give me
little
the salt.
salt?
Yes, you give me the salt.
Here's the
yes,
salt?
because a lot of people
Okay.
are on salt-restricted diets, so try to have a gentle touch with the salt shake, Bob, because it's not so good for you. So I think that's enough salt. Oh yes, a little flour. Now you get the flour. You just get the flour from me. Yes.
I'm
a little
supposed to
flour.
hand you the
You're just
flour?
getting me the flour. No, don't worry about it.
I don't see any flour.
Yes. A little
Oh, there's
flour.
a flour, of course.
And now a little
Foolish me.
something for a nice rich taste. What would you pick? Something for
A rich
nice rich taste. A nice.
I see some money over
Yes,
there.
go
I'm
ahead.
catching
I'll
on,
take
huh?
that myself.
All
Thank
right.
you. It's a little money. It's only money. What the heck? Oh yes. Now something for a nice clean taste. What would you recommend?
A clean taste. What do we have here for a clean taste?
A napkin.
Napkin.
Yes. Now I don't have my old glasses here. Let me see here. We have this sounds really silly, but secret ingredient, some poochie woochie dog food. You know, I've been eating this for 2 months now, and it hasn't affected me at all. Enough of that, Bob. I don't have my glasses, but this must be the vanilla, I presume, right?
That's
vanilla. What the
lighter
heck? Too late now. I didn't bring the vanilla, I guess. Oh yes, beat an egg, please. Beat an egg.
Beat an egg.
You just kind of like this a little bit, work it over a little bit, you know, just, that's enough.
Okay.
Oh, please, don't be cruel. And now, ladies and gentlemen, first a little cooking music. And we'll light it, slowly baste it on a very gentle flame. Is this in, uh-oh.
What?
I better put the cover on.
Oh, wow.
Hit it, boys. That's enough. And now, Bob, I think we're ready for chicken soup Delaney.
Chicken soup Delaney
Yes.
coming up, ladies and gentlemen.
By the way, before I open the pan, I just want to say that I learned cooking from my grandmother. She once made a fruit pie out of floor wax. Now, when my grandfather ate it, it killed him. But he did have a fine finish. Maybe I'll go back to the magic.
Okay.
Anyway, chicken soup a la Delaney. Ta-da!
Whoa, look
Oh
at
no!
there.
Whew. Looks like I really cooked my goose.
Ladies and gentlemen,
say.
Delaney, the great Delaney.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
And take it away, Glenn Gardner. with the Music Box Trio and friends.
I want to introduce this next song and the guy that's
Okay.
going to do it. Is that all right?
Okay, sure.
Okay. We got Joe Weldon with us today. Joe sings some great tunes. And one of the fine tunes that Joe does, which a lot of people won't know, is a tune called Old Folks. And we're going to ask Joe to do that right now.
Everyone knows him as old folks. Like the seasons, he'll come and he'll go. Just as free as a bird, as good as his word. That's why everybody loves him so. Always leaving his spoon in his coffee. Puts his napkin up under his chin. And his yellow cob pipe is so yellow and ripe, no need to be ashamed of him. In the evening, after supper, the stories he would tell, how he held the speech at Gettysburg for Lincoln that day. I love that one so well. Someday there'll be no more old folks. What a lonesome old town this will be. Children's voices at play will be stilled for a day. The day they take old folks away. Every Friday he'd go fishing way down by Buzzard's Lake, but he only caught a perch or two. The whale got away, so we warm up the steak. Can't quite understand about old folks. Did he fight for the blue or the gray? So diplomatic and so democratic, we always let him have his way.
Okay. Wagner's Bakery, 46 Seminary Avenue in Binghamton, is the home of super great rolls, cakes, cookies, breads, and other delectables. Horst Wagner, the European-trained master baker, sees to it that only natural ingredients are added to the 100 years of experience and 2 generations of know-how that goes into each and every baked masterpiece they turn out at Wagner's Bakery. Go see for yourself. Horst doesn't look that old, but he's got 100 years of experience at his bakery. Wagner's, 46 Seminary Avenue in Binghamton, or call them at 722-9200. And we'll be back in just a moment. Stay with us.
Isn't this a beautiful home? Hi, I'm Gail George, sole owner of Liberty Carpet in Halstead, Pennsylvania. I'm so pleased to show you this newly installed Stainmaster carpet on sale now for just $10.99 a square yard, complemented by this beautiful designer area rug. This kitchen is beautifully decorated with Mannington Never Wax vinyl at an affordable price. Mannington means quality, and I am the largest Mannington dealer in Northeast Pennsylvania. Let me help you decorate your home at these great savings.
Hi, I'm Lee Reister, owner of Office Products here at 40 Jarvis Street in Binghamton. We're ready to deliver another load of high-quality low-cost office furniture to another satisfied customer. Come and see me and I'll save you money on Herman Miller, Steelcase, and other top-name brands. Remember, we deliver, and we're open 6 days a week till 6.
Office Products Liquidators, 40 Jarvis Street, Binghamton, just north of Clinton Street.
Come to Roberson Center, or is it Roberson? Wait a second, I think it's Roberson, but it may be Roberson. Wait, it has to be Roberson.
No matter how you say it, it's your museum.
You never know what to expect from adopted children. This one became president. And this one went far in education. And this adopted kid dove into world fame. Adopted children are just like other kids. They're kids with great expectations.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, here he is live and in living color. The great Delaney is Mark Dilloff from Johnson City, right, Mark?
Well, technically,
Or Binghamton.
I'm from a small town, Brooklyn, but I moved to Binghamton.
Okay. And so you're now headquartered in Binghamton.
Oh, yes. Basically, my international headquarters are here, yes.
Okay. Now, you teach a course at Broome Community College.
Yes, I'm teaching a course on laugh therapy at Broome Community College, and it will also be an extended course at Lourdes Wellness Center on laugh therapy.
On laugh therapy.
And in addition to that, I have recently instituted the endorphin clinic.
Endorphin?
Yes. Endorphins are these chemicals in your brain when you laugh or when you do something like jog or run around or whatever, you produce endorphins. And they're similar to morphine or cocaine, except they're legal. And it's legal. It's totally legal.
They're
yes,
legal.
Totally legal. And
Okay.
that's what I'm
So the more you laugh, the more endorphins you produce?
Yes. And matter of fact, I would recommend to the home audience that a good solid 1 to 2 hours of laughing a day would probably be enough.
You're liable to get picked up on a net and carted away if you go around laughing.
I wouldn't do it at work or anything like that. You go to the, just excuse yourself for a little while and come back, and you'll do a better job.
Okay, Mark, how can somebody contact you if they would like? You do a lot of entertaining,
yes.
like at parties and things like that.
I don't want to promote myself too much, but I will say that I am the greatest full-time professional magician in the Binghamton area. I'm also the only one. Full-time, but yes, I do a lot of entertaining, all types of affairs, but you can reach me for the magic on my regular line. I have a special emergency line for laugh therapy where people can just call me. Someone probably calling me right now. Hello, Great Delaney, Bob Huckabone. No, I'm not going on your show, Johnny, unless I get to be guest host, and that's it.
Right.
I'm sorry.
What a guy. Let's hear it for Mark Dilloff, the Great Delaney. What a guy.
Chris had a question.
Chris had a question?
Yeah, why don't you ask him?
What?
It's your question.
Which one? I was asking
About driving. It was,
if you laugh when you're driving, is that like DWL?
If you laugh when you're
Well,
driving,
it's dangerous. It could be
DWL.
dangerous. Yeah.
Laughing while intoxicated, or driving
DWL. Driving while laughing. Yeah.
Driving while laughing.
While laughing. Well, actually, my car is coming out of the shop pretty soon. I should be discussing it with the judge.
Okay.
But that's no problem.
Good question.
Want to thank you, Mark, for being here. And he's going to be back later on in the program also. The Great Delaney, Mark Dilloff. Okay. No, don't go away. Because we're going to watch another great salesman. This is a man who's selling a product that was made in Binghamton, New York. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to introduce John Darrow, the Swamps Root salesman, with a commercial for you.
Thank you, Bob. Thank you. Friends, gather round. Gather round. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Step right up. The weak made strong, the sick made well. I'm talking about none other than the great Dr. S. Andrew Kilmer's Swamp Root Kidney, Liver, and Bladder Cure Specific. And you're questioning yourselves as to what it specifically cures. It specifically cures what ails you. Did you know that the world is full of senseless songs of love and war and fiction, which bring forth naught, as you well know, but scorn and malediction? But I am now about to speak of a physician's glory. How he won his well-earned fame, I'll tell you in my story. Oh, with swamp root, ocean weed, consumption oil, and pills, the standard herbal remedies will cure you of your ills. The numerous testimonials received from day to day will prove to you beyond beyond a doubt the truth in what I say. Now, Dr. Kilmer is a man believing in progression, and that is why we find him at the head of his profession. Whoever will use his ocean weed from heart disease recovers, except perhaps that silly kind displayed by spoony lovers. Perchance your kidneys are deranged or liver is affected. Don't say that life has lost its charms and be at once dejected. For swampwood will effect a cure in mild and chronic cases, and bring a helpful bloom upon the most despondent faces. A benefactor great is he whose life is freely given to rescue mortals from their ills and make this world a heaven. Free samples for one and all, the invalid's benefactor circulating for the benefit of suffering humanity. Bob, a sample?
Oh, sure.
Oh, sure, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
We have one here for you.
Great. He's mesmerized. Yeah, great.
Shake before using. Now, let's open this up, break the seal here. Oh, I have samples for each and every one of you, so we're going to go right down the line. Oh, excuse me, I can't walk too terribly far. Bob, can you come over? And
Yeah, I can come over this way.
Well,
Okay.
sir, that is a possibility.
Here we go.
Could you hand one to the
Okay.
great Delaney?
There's one for the great Delaney.
And you, sir.
And one for me, okay.
And
All
one
right.
for myself.
Are we going to actually taste some of this?
You're going to actually taste some of it.
Okay.
That is a possibility. I'm going to ask you to assist me once more. Just hold your cup out.
A little sip.
Little sip. Hang on to that for the young lady.
You want to pass it? Here, great. Okay.
Sir?
Here, I'll just,
And there you
little
are. Oh,
sip
you
here.
wanted two,
Oh,
is that
now-
correct?
Okay.
To your health and well-being. Gentlemen,
Thank you.
ladies.
Oh, great.
That's not too bad at all, is it?
Okay. Ladies and
I may be
gentlemen,
crazy. I'm not stupid.
John Darrow,
Wait a
the
minute.
Swamper and Salesman. We're going to take a commercial break, and we'll be back. Stay with us.
So, Joe, why would people buy computers from the Acme Cash Register Company?
For one, Acme's been selling computerized products in this area longer than most computer stores. And with names like NCR, WISE, ACME, customers get the right product at the right price for business or home use. And we give large trade-in allowances on old computers. Right, Joey?
Right.
Come to Roberson Center. Or is it Roberson? Wait a second, I think it's Roberson. But it may be Roberson. Wait, it has to be Roberson.
No matter how you say it, it's your museum.
For your next special event, plan to use the superlative facilities of Banquet Masters. Banquet Masters offers 3 private, well-appointed dining rooms with expert help in planning, arranging, and managing your business and social events. Banquet Masters is the place for your wedding celebration, your company meeting or party, or any special occasion. For more information, call the friendly people at Banquet Masters in Endicott. Banquet Masters, always in good taste, just off Route 17 at 1302 East Main Street, Endicott.
Break away from the old routine and enjoy the fun and excitement of pocket billiards at the Pocket Billiard Lounge in the Binghamton Plaza. With 13 years at the same location, the Pocket Billiard Lounge offers something for the entire family. Pool, billiard, and snooker tables, ping pong, foosball, and an arcade. The Pocket Billiard Lounge offers something for everyone. We also have a full snack bar area and tables. The Pocket Billiard Lounge, frequented by world champion player Gary Pinkowski, offers a full selection of accessories for sale. The Pocket Billiard Lounge. Take the cue and have a ball.
I'm Eugene Callender, the Director of the New York State Office for the Aging. Our agency has produced a handbook that will inform you of all the programs and services available to you as an older citizen of our state. To get a copy, just call toll-free 1-800-342-9871.
Okay, great, Glenn. Glenn Gardner and the Music Box Trio. And it's my pleasure to introduce at this time Bob Connelly, who's an antique appraiser and an expert in antiques and collectibles and a certified appraiser, and just came back from the Soviet Union where you visited. Well, tell us about your trip to the Soviet Union.
I was able to visit Moscow, Vilnius, which is in the capital of Lithuania, and Leningrad. In keeping you in mind, Bob, while I was there, I knew I had to bring you back something from Russia. And what would be more appropriate than a fishing lure?
Ooh, look at this.
Ooh.
It's, oh,
Here we go. Can you see this? You know what that looks like a MEPS, doesn't it?
Somewhat.
Looks like you don't suppose they sell MEPS over in the Soviet Union. It's
No, I don't think so.
And this is written in Russian, I
Well,
guess.
all the Cyrillic writing and all.
Whoa.
We were fortunate. We were there 16 days, and we visited some of the most important museums that are there, the Trinichkikov and the Pushkin in Moscow. And then in Leningrad, we saw the Hermitage, which of course is the largest museum in the world. The art that is in Russia, the fine art, is probably the best in the world. It's unbelievable. They have everything from the Van Goghs and the Gauguins and Matisse, right through Rembrandt, the early Dutch masters. It's just a fantastic place to go.
Did you have any problem in getting permission to visit the museums?
No, the State Department, the U.S. State Department had worked with the Russian State Department on the tour, and we were allowed to take pictures in every place except the treasure house inside the Kremlin, the gold room inside of the Hermitage, and St. Isaac's Cathedral in Leningrad. But with the exception of that, we're allowed to take pictures of everything and anything that we saw.
Now, what impressed you the most?
Really the quantity of fine arts that they have there. And most of this was acquired before the revolution. A lot of people think that they confiscated goods that belonged to the people, and they didn't. These were bought by the czars. Peter the Great in 1712 bought a collection of 212 oils in Amsterdam, and they were all of masters of the 17th century Dutch, which were done in the 1650s. And all 212 of these paintings are still in Peter the Great's cottage just outside of Leningrad.
I happen to know you're going to be making another trip to the Soviet Union.
I've been asked to go back next year as an educational group leader for a tour, mainly to look at watches and clocks, but it will also be other museums and palaces while we're there.
Okay. Bob, I know that you're also pretty high up in the Sertoma organization, and you're involved in a project with the Slam Stewart a concert album.
Well, Slam Stewart was a member of the Binghamton Sertoma Club, and 11 days before he passed away, he cut an album with all new material on it, with the exception of Flatfoot Floozy, which is, of course, his most famous song. He recorded that. We did an album. It has been re-edited, and the album will have its official release, or national release, October 2nd at the Anderson Center. That's Sunday, and it'll be at 3 o'clock, and all of the people that recorded it will be there.
Okay. Bob, thank you very much for being with us.
Glad to be here, Bob.
And we have now another song from the I was going to say the Glenn Miller Trio, but the Music Box Trio with Glenn Gardner. You're going to introduce the band for us, Glenn?
Yeah, I thought this would be a good time to make everybody aware of who's back behind me, or beside me. We heard Joe Weldon do Old Folks a little while ago. He's on the keyboard. Joe from Montrose does a great job. Our house drummer at the Music Box, you'll find him there most of the time. Mary Pertel refers to him as our in-house drummer rather than our out-house drummer. That's Russ Black back there. And joining us tonight is a man who we see a lot at the Music Box, Steve Betcher on the bass. I could do one more tune, and I don't have to introduce this tune. Everybody will recognize it.
Nice to have you right here where you belong. you're looking swell. Dollar, I can tell. Dollar, you're glowing, you're still growing, you're still going strong. I feel the room swaying and the band is playing your old favorite song from way back when. So, golly gee, fellas, find a vacant knee. Oh, Dolly, you'll never go away. Dolly, I know you're here to stay. Dolly, you'll never go away again. Oh, yeah.
Are you in the market for new or used office furniture? If you're opening a new office or expanding an old one or putting an office in your home or garage or basement or spare room or wherever, for new or used office furniture that's long on looks and utility but short on price, see Lee Reister at Office Products Liquidators at 40 Jarvis Street in Binghamton. They're open 6 days a week, and Lee can supply your office with all that's needed without bashing your budget. Call Office Product Liquidators right away. It's 723-4411. That's 723-4411 for Office Products Liquidators. And we'll be back with more right after these messages. Stay with us.
Come to Roberson Center. Or is it Roberson? Wait a second, I think it's Roberson. But it may be Roberson. Wait, it has to be Roberson.
No matter how you say it, it's your museum.
So, Joe, why would people buy computers from the ACME Cash Register Company?
For one, ACME's been selling computerized products in this area longer than most computer stores. And with names like NCR, WISE, ACME, customers get the right product at the right price for business or home use. And we give large trade-in allowances on old computers. Right, Joey?
Right.
Union Variety and Hardware in the Union District of Endicott is more than just your in-town country store. In addition to all the country store items such as plumbing and hardware supplies, stationery, greeting cards, housewares, beautiful decorations, and bow-making supplies, Union Variety and Hardware offers glass and window repairs, ice skate sharpening, and specializes in Pittsburgh paints. And now Union Hardware has added a new antique and used furniture section. Union Variety and Hardware in the Union District of Endicott. What a store!
The future of our country depends on all our children. Say yes to your youngsters' education by helping to make science and math an important part of your child's life at home, in school, and in your community. Let your children know you care. Join me. Say yes to a youngster's future. Write the National Urban Coalition today.
And now, once again, ladies and gentlemen, the great Delaney.
And now, for my next miracle, I shall perform the greatest miracle of the 20th century, and also the 19th century. And, well, anyway, John, do you know...
You're going to make me literate, right? Oh, okay.
John, what do they call the person in Atlantic City who deals cards? And don't say dealer.
Croupier.
Yes, parlez-vous français. I'm going to teach you how to count cards like a croupier. You're going to all go after this show having learned something. And please put your hands on the table. Yes, and relax your hands. Relax your hands.
My hands.
You're getting relaxed. Please don't fall asleep.
Okay.
Oh, over there. Okay, now relax your hands. And I'm going to give you a few cards. Okay, just give you a few cards, and you're going to learn how they count cards.
Okay.
You think you can handle this? Okay, relax this hand in particular. Spread your hands out like this. I'll give you just a few cards, this many. Put your thumb on top of this. No, just relax these fingers. Just press down very gently. Very good. Now, are you righty or lefty?
Righty.
Very good. Please take the first card, the queen, and just don't move the hand. Take this and take the queen out. Turn it over and say one.
One.
Put it on the bottom of this deck. Put it on the bottom of this deck. That's very good. You're doing okay.
One.
Take the next card.
One.
Yeah, say two. Say two. That's very good. Perfect. Three. Even going on like that. Okay. Sit on the cards. Sit on the cards quickly. I know it sounds like an unusual request Folks, the reason why they do this is that I don't want to be accused of like going near those cards. John's a big guy, and I probably couldn't go near them with a blowtorch or anything like that. In any case, you counted 4 cards. I'm now going to perform the greatest miracle of the 20th century. Here we go. I'm going to make a card fly from my deck. It's going to go through the air, and it's going to land underneath John's Behind.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, it took us a while to get acquainted. Derriere. Croupier. No, you mean, whatever. In the Polish it's dupa, and Yiddish it's tuk. Anyway, whatever the case is, here we go. You're going to feel it's going to be a little tingling sensation. You're going to all wish you volunteered. Here we go.
Sensations.
Ready? Here we go. The first card.
Oh.
You felt something?
Yeah.
I'm really glad, because I did this trick the other day, and the lady didn't feel a thing. She must have had a dead end. But anyway, here we go again. Okay. Next card is going to fly to the back of the audience, or these people over there, and it's going to hit someone on the cheek. It's going to go from your cheek, sir, underneath. Here we go. It's going to go from cheek to cheek. Matter of fact, a little cheek-to-cheek music. Here we go. Whoop. Ready, sir? Whoop. Ah. Whoop.
Whoa.
How do you like that?
Yeah, it was all right. Yeah, Chris
thank you.
wants to do.
Oh, okay. You can next card. Chris is going to hit you over here on the knee, causing a reflex action of your knee to kick out, and it's going to land underneath John's tuchus. Yep. Ready? Here we go. Whoop.
Whoa!
How did that feel?
Yeah, it was.
You like that?
It was all right.
So like a little kiss on the knee. And now, John, I want you to please stand up quickly and count the cards, but count them like this. Just grab the cards, either way, this way, whatever, and stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up. Yes, just stand up. Just go right there. Just stand up. Get might go a little hook there, no problem. And now this is how I want you to count them, like this. 1, 2. You're going to count them like this slowly, like you're an actor on stage. Yes, very good. 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's a miracle.
6. 7 cards. And the last card that he counted, the Joker is still warm. Please take the cards again and sit on them again. Quickly, hurry up. Take your time. Hurry up. Folks, I'm going to do something never before seen on TV, never before done by any magician in history. I shall immediately repeat this miracle. Are you ready, John?
I'm ready.
Here we go. I'm going to stand really far back this time, as far as the Michael stretch. Whoop. You like that?
Yes.
Very nice. Any volunteers in the back over here for another card? Hit them. Ma'am, it's going to, oh, very good. It's going to hit your cigarette, putting it out. It's going to bounce right underneath John's dupa. Here we go. Whoop. Whoop. Work. Oh, it's out, and you're out. No. The last card, any volunteers? Bob, would you like this?
Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you what. It's going to hit you in the nose.
Okay.
Very gentle. Don't worry. It's got the right nostril, the left nose. Are you ready? And you spit it out right underneath.
The left nose.
Yes, here we go.
Left nose.
Whoop.
Oh, yeah.
Whoop. Whoa, cleared your sinuses, huh? How'd that feel, John? Very nice?
Good.
I want you to stand up and slowly and dramatically, in the booming voice, count the cards. There were 74. Miracle of miracles. Let's see how many he has. Take your time. 1.
2.
All together now.
3.
4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. You give John a round of applause. Now I'm going to back his wallet. Hey. Thank you very much.
Okay.
And ladies and gentlemen,
okay, let's hear it for the great Delaney.
I think this proves only one thing. The man who sits on deck often end up with Ace and Hall. Thank you.
Okay, hit it, Glenn. We're going to a commercial.
Saddle sword.
We're going to commercial. We'll be back in just a moment.
For your next special event, plan to use the superlative facilities of Banquet Masters. Banquet Masters offers 3 private, well-appointed dining rooms with expert help in planning, arranging, and managing your business and social events. Banquet Masters is the place for your wedding celebration, your company meeting or party, or any special occasion. For more information, call the friendly people at Banquet Masters in Endicott. Banquet Masters, always in good taste, just off Route 17 at 1302 East Main Street, Endicott.
He'll knock you out of your concert hall seat. The great Russian pianist Vladimir Viardot, appearing in the United States after a 13-year absence with the Binghamton Symphony Orchestra, playing Rachmaninoff's Piano Concerto No. 3, and directed by our own John Connelly. At the Forum, October 7th and 8th at 8 o'clock. Hear Beethoven's Leonora Overture No. 2 and Elgar's Enigma Variations. For ticket information, call 723-8242. Don't miss it.
Come to Roberson Center. Or is it Roberson? Wait a second, I think it's Roberson. But it may be Roberson. Wait, it has to be Roberson.
No matter how you say it, it's your museum.
Can't decide what to give for a shower or wedding? Dandelion in Endicott has a great kitchen idea. Or 2. How about dishes or pots and pans, cutlery, utensils or bakeware, canister sets, dish towels or coffee makers, platters or cheese boards, picnic baskets, wine glasses, spice racks or trivets, napkins or toasters, molds or mixing bowls, anything for the kitchen, everything for the kitchen in any style. Dandelion has a bridal gift registry to help you decide or can help you create a specialized gift in your price range. Come into Dandelion in Endicott for a suggestion or two.
You never know what to expect from adopted children. This one became president. And this one went far in education. And this adopted kid dove into world fame. Adopted children are just like other kids. They're kids with great expectations.
Gardner, the Music Box Trio. Well, Bob Connelly, what's the single, the most impressive piece of art that you saw in the Soviet Union?
I would say in Moscow, in the Pushkin Museum, a painting by Van Gogh entitled The Red Vineyards of Arles. And what it was done in the fall when the women were picking the grapes, and all of the grape leaves had turned red. And it was just a splash of reds with the big white sun and the gold sky and a stream. And it was the most impressive Van Gogh I've ever seen in my life. And that includes Starry Night, which I don't think compared to it.
Beautiful.
That was it.
John Darrow, you were selling swamp root.
Yes, sir.
And during a commercial, we find out this swamp root is still for sale, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Where might a person purchase some of this swamp root?
Well, sir, you can purchase it here tonight or through Darrow's Parlor City Museum, listed in the Yellow Pages, phone number 722-1545. 722-1545. Ask for John Darrow, the Swamp Root Man.
There you go. And right here, and it says here that it tends to promote the flow of urine, thereby aiding the kidneys in their necessary work of eliminating waste matter, alcohol 10.5%.
Strictly for medicinal purposes.
Okay. Boy, I want to thank everybody for being here with us tonight, and I would like to say that if there are people looking in now that would like to correspond with us, we'd like your comments. Send us a card or letter, if you would, to Bob Huckabone Television Show, 840 Union Station, Endicott, New York. We'd like to hear from you, and thank you for all those cards and letters. Next week on our program, we will have the music of the Mary Purtell Quintet. The author Jerry Smith will be with us. Paula Fuller of WAAL, the Binghamton Crosbys will be here. Lisa Bechtel, the singer, and Ted Whipple, artist, will be with us. And tonight, let's have another big hand for the great Delaney. Come on over. Mark Dilloff, the great Delaney. Or John Darrow. John Darrow, a swamp root salesman. Okay. Or Bob Connelly, certified appraiser. And for our super announcing team, John Carter and Chris O'Connor of WMRV. And thank you very much for being with us, and join us again next week for another Bob Huckabone Television Show.
The Bob Huckabone Television Show has been brought to you by
SAWTELLE Travel, Exchange Street in Binghamton.
the Dandelion in Union District of Endicott.
CAJODA Flower and Gifts, Route 17C across from IBM Glendale.
The MART, Castle Gardens.
Office Products Liquidators, 40 Jarvis Street in Binghamton.
Wagner's Cakes and Cookies, Seminary Avenue, Binghamton.
ACME Cash Register, Main Street in Johnson City.
Banquet Masters in Endicott.
And by Liberty Carpets in Halstead, Pennsylvania.
Your announcers have been John Carter
And Chris O'Connor of WMRV Radio.